Hi everyone, welcome back to my booktube channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is my April TBR pile. As you can see, we're in a different spot today. Finally tidied up my bookcases. They still look a bit messy because I've got so many books that they're just overflowing everywhere. This is a tall one, it goes all the way up, but you can only obviously see this part, but there's more on the bookcase next to me that are all messy. I've got another bookcase and I've got a TBR cart here as well, and I've just got that many books that they're just overflowing, so we're just going to roll with it and we're going to pretend that it's nice and neat and it's a cute backdrop. Okay, so to start off with this month, well, next month, I'm gonna try and read a series which is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which is number 1. Number 2, Good Girl Bad Blood, and then lastly As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. So these are really like popular, they're really raved about. Obviously I'm yet to read them. The first one is about a girl that obviously she gets murdered, and then the person that does it, I think he's been arrested, but there's a girl that like kind of won't drop it because she doesn't believe everything that's happened. So I think she's going to try and like figure out the case herself. Then number 2, it says that basically the girl that tries to figure out the case in the first one has got a podcast. Her investigating days are behind her, she's got a podcast, but then someone goes missing, so I think she starts investigating again. And then lastly, it follows the same girl. Her name's Pip, by the way, and I believe that she has a stalker in this one. That's literally all I know just from reading the backs of the books. Surprisingly, considering these books are literally everywhere, I don't really know anything about them. I don't know whether they're giving like Pretty Little Liars vibes, that kind of thing, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm quite excited to read these. Normally, like, they wouldn't be like a priority read for me. I was gifted them back in January when I won the Spotlight Gifting winner on one of the competitions that I entered. I was gifted them all then, otherwise I probably still wouldn't own them now. But yeah, we're going to give it a go. We're going to see if we like it. I don't know if it will be my type of thing. I don't know if I'll enjoy it, but we shall give it a go and find out. Next up we have The Nanny by Lana Ferguson. I don't know why you can see that it's quite bright in here. This is about a girl, what's her name? Cassie, who, I think she's unemployed. She starts obviously nannying for whoever this bloke is. What's his name? Aidan. Yeah, Aidan. She starts nannying for him. I think he's got a daughter, but it turns out that she does OnlyFans and he is her biggest fan on OnlyFans. Obviously it's going to be like a romance blossoming between the two. I have seen quite a few people say that this is a good book, but it didn't quite need to be as long as what it is, because I think it's like 400 pages. 403 including the epilogue, which I don't think is too bad. If you can hear my kids in the background, it's half term. They're downstairs with my husband at the minute, while I've like snuck upstairs to try and film this, just so I can keep on track with posting and uploading, that kind of thing. But yeah, this is the next book. Next up we have Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. This follows on from When in Rome. When in Rome follows a girl called Amelia, I believe her name is, she's a pop star. She flees her hometown and ends up in like their hometown. It's a little small town romance. So the guy interest in that, he has 3 sisters, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 3. And this one is one of his sisters. Her name's Annie. She's a florist. She's quite shy, quite quiet. And then he is a bodyguard for Amelia at their wedding. At Amelia's wedding. I can't remember what her brother's called. No, I can't remember what he's called. I think his name's Will in this. Obviously, like I say, he's like a bad boy. Not the type of person that she would usually go for. But yeah, again, small town romance. I don't quite know if it's going to be enemies to lovers. Her books are quite, although they're romance, they're quite what word do I use? There's no like smut or anything like that. They're just purely romance. They're just nice. They're nice as like a little palette cleanser, as just like a little refreshing story in between everything else that you're reading. Next up we have My Life with the Walter Boys by Ali Novak. This follows Jackie, who is like a straight A student, I think, desperately trying to get like the attention of her parents, but they're very busy. They unfortunately pass away in a tragic accident, and she gets shipped across the country to her new guardians, where she moves in, and they have 11 sons and a daughter who is basically one of the boys, it says. I'd never heard of this up until recently, I think the beginning of the year when they made the Netflix series, and then it became quite popular again. That's when I heard of it. Look, thankfully, like, I was gifted it again, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I want to read this, and I'm going to probably watch the series straight after I finish reading it. Next up we have Tempting Little Thief by Megan Brandy. Obviously she's the author of Say You Swear, if you can just see it there. I absolutely loved that. This is very different though. This is, I believe, like mafia. It's underground crime. I think it's married, like forced marriage, arranged marriage kind of thing. I do love a mafia romance. I haven't read one in a really long time, to be quite honest. I love her writing. I think she's great. I loved that. She also did a fantasy like duology. I found it on Kindle Unlimited and I read it last year. It was Fate of a Royal and Fate of a Foe, I believe it's called. Something along them lines. Don't quote me because I might be wrong. But yeah, this is Girls of Grayson. I don't know if there's more than one story in this series. Let me see if it says anything in the front. No. I'm really excited to read this. I believe it's like enemies to lovers. Just all that kind. I love a mafia romance, but like I say, I haven't read one in ages. I can't actually remember the last one that I read. So yeah, we've got this one. Looking forward to that. And then we have Daisy Hates by Jessa Hastings. This is number 2 in the Magnolia Parks universe. Obviously Magnolia Parks, the first one, follows Magnolia and BJ. Like everyone says, it's a very toxic relationship. I don't know whether this one is toxic or what, but Magnolia and BJ is very toxic. It's true what everyone says, that it is very much an English Gossip Girl, if it was set in London. So I think the main characters in this are obviously Daisy and Christian, who you see in the first one. You don't really see much of Daisy in the first one. You like, she's in there very briefly, and she's got a bit of an issue with Magnolia. But I believe Daisy's brother, I think his name's Julian, is like a drug dealer kind of thing. So she's from quite a, I don't want to say rough family, but she's from quite like a dangerous family, let's say. I really want to get on with this series. I'm hoping to finish it this year. Number 5 came out not that long ago. I pre-ordered it. It was actually in my book haul in my previous video that I did. So yeah, I'm hoping to get on with this. I believe that there's going to be a number 6, which I think the last one that come out is Magnolia and BJ's last book. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. This month I haven't bothered to include any Kindle books. At the end of April my daughter's going in to hospital for surgery, so I'm going to probably just load up my Kindle then. I do pay for Kindle Unlimited, so that means I get 20 books at a time on my Kindle downloaded. So I will probably just fill that up to the max. I'll probably take a couple of physical books with me as well, but I'm going to save all my Kindle books for next month just so it's easier. She's probably going to be asleep constantly after that surgery. It's going to be a big one, so yeah, I'm going to have nothing to do but just sit and read while she's sleeping. I do have my little Mr. Potato Head mug, which is full. This is like my TBR jar. Everyone's got a proper jar. I use this because why not? This has got like loads of books in that I haven't read, so I thought that just this month, and we'll see how it goes, I'll pick one out and I'll read that. I literally just dropped it. I don't know if you can even see it, but I literally just dropped it just before I started this video, and I've just chipped his hat. I've had this for years as well, and I've never like dropped it before. Obviously that would happen as I'm filming a video, but yeah, so I think that we can pick one out, see what we get. Hopefully it's a good one. Let's see what it is. Don't know how you can see that. All Your Perfects, which is Colleen Hoover. What is this about? Last thing Quinn expected was to meet the love of her life just outside her fiance's front door. A year after leaving behind their cheating partners, Quinn and Graham in a perfect relationship that seems destined by fate. Now 7 years later, their perfect love is threatened by their imperfect marriage. The memories, mistakes and dreams that they have built up over the years are tearing them apart. The one thing that could save them might also be the very thing that pushes their marriage to past the point of no return. I mean, yeah, I'm guessing it's going to be an easy read. Most of her books are. I was thinking to myself yesterday that once, when I was sorting all my books out, that once I've finished all the books of hers that I own, I am probably just going to get rid of them all. She's kind of like, when I got back into reading a couple of years ago, her books were some of the ones that I picked up first, along with Taylor Jenkins Reid's The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I absolutely love that book. But yeah, her books were kind of like what helped ease me back into reading, because they were so quick. I used to finish them within like a day, 2 at most. But yeah, I know she's very controversial, and that's not the reason why, but I don't think I'd ever pick them up and read them again. Her writing is just easy, but that's about it really. So yeah, these are the books that I've picked. How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 books. Like I say, I am very much a mood reader though, so whether I change my mind on the books that I read, there are probably some in like May when I do my April wrap up that aren't included here, because I'll just, obviously like I say, I'm very much a mood reader. But yeah, I'm not overly happy by the shows. I keep looking at it and thinking, should I go again? But no. But yeah, that's it. That's my April TBR pile. Well, my hopeful pile. Out of them, I definitely want to get to Daisy Hates the most, I think, because like I say, I do want to get on with that series. I do want to finish it. So that will probably be priority for me to get that one read. But yeah, overall, that's not a bad selection. All Your Perfects, I'm just like, I suppose the quicker I read them, the quicker I can get rid of them. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.